So we're going to make a ragu, venison ragu, so basically substituting beef. Crack of pepper.
We are primarily beef cattle farmers, and extensive fallow deer really do provide quite a lot of challenge.
So you see the doe and a youngster just crossing in front of them. Just whenever one stops, just squeeze on his chest. Reload.
We're just arriving at Barelands Estate in East Sussex. And we've got to go up at 3:30. Pack the car, all the cooking gear. Got the dog. Here, Peg. Here, Lucy's out here. We'll hide the Muck Cafe cups. How you going, Peg? Murray.
Tom,
How you going?
good to see you.
Thanks for having us.
Indeed, no problem at all.
It's a last minute, first minute situation. No, we've been planning this for ages. So Murray, clearly not from here.
No,
Not from.
no. Originally from South Africa, but
Yeah.
been in London for a long time, and our family bought this farm about 3 years ago now.
Okay.
We live in central London, and after a career in banking and finance, this type of life is just idyllic for us. The area is shaped like a valley, and so the fallow deer come through the valley, and we are primarily beef cattle farmers. So we rear beef cattle out on the pastures. Seed and pasture is one of our primary inputs into beef farming.
Yeah.
And extensive fallow deer really do provide quite a lot of challenge.
Yeah.
So we work with stalkers. We stalk a fair amount ourselves to keep the population under control,
Yeah.
so that there's a proper balance between the deer and the cows. I think we're going to send you out with Nick,
Okay.
who's our estate manager. He'll send you up north, and hopefully we'll
Up
get you.
north, not too far.
Not too
We'll
far,
just
no.
come down south.
Hopefully we'll get you. Hopefully we'll get you onto a fallow.
Yeah, we'd love. Yeah, can't wait.
Super.
And- What do you got there, thermal?
So I've just got a little thermal, but to be honest, I wouldn't go out without it. You'll see two heat signatures down the valley there.
Did you do a lot of stalking yourself?
Yeah, I just tried to win everything else. We tried to shoot a fair few on here. The problem area is the does. The bucks, one buck will cover 30, 40 does. So, when you have groups of 200, 300 coming on here of an evening, they just cause absolute carnage. Where fallow don't get managed as well as they should do, where there's lots of little pockets of different bits of ground, you'll quite often get the genetic side of things not coming up as good. So you'll get quite a few spindly bucks instead of the big lads. But we don't take any big lads off of here. We let them be in the rut, sort of middle to latter part of October when they're rutting. The whole valley through here is just sort of roaring, not roaring but grunting. It's quite a spectacle. But like I say, the does are the problem, not the bucks. The bucks don't cause any damage really at all. can see us walking across that ridge. We'll go back round that way. Just wait for that gap there. They're all coming up right-handed, but just wait for that gap. Stops, just squeeze on his chest. Yeah. Just take one, take whatever's there. Push safely forward. About to come into view now. Reload.
Good looking beast that AL. What I've got here is a kilo of venison mince, 750 grams maybe. Kilo of venison mince. So obviously on the deer you got all the prime cuts. So you'd have the haunch, you'd have the loins, the back strap, the main loin, which is like the sirloin. Then inside you have the tenderloin. I can show you. Alfie, just grab me that long saddle, please. Thank you, young Padawan. Okay, so what we have here is the long, you got the long saddle, so that would be, that's the sirloin down the back. This is where the head would be, up here. This is the bump end, so that would be the start of the rump here. The tenderloins, the fillets, so that's like a beef fillet, is on the inside of the carcass, so it's that way it's doing the least amount of work inside, and therefore why it's super tender, the fillet. With the mince, you take like all of this rib cap, flank, kind of sort of this stuff, all the belly, all the stuff between the bones, that all gets minced down. So that's what essentially the mince is. I was asking someone what's the mince ratio off a cow. It's something like 60% would become mince. Would that be all right?
About 50–60%
of the carcass would become mince. So it's a great way to use up the animal, you know, is in the mince. Alfie, you can return this. Don't give it to the dog. Also, first up, we've got a lovely Chateau Pontensac, which is a Bordeaux. Very important with game. It can take a big wine, you know? So it's got to let the wine breathe, because obviously some of it's for the cooking. Most importantly, Murray's thirsty, and so he bought him a nice bottle of wine. This is off the menu from the restaurant. Had a new head of wine start yesterday. He sent me the tasting notes for the wrong bottle, so I have no idea what this tastes like. So we'll give it a go. Hopefully it's good. I can't drink because I'm on antibiotics. So Murray, you're gonna have to check if it's all right. Smells fine to me. Would you like a tipple, Murray?
Sure.
Yeah. Should be pretty delicious with the venison.
Very good. Excellent.
Yeah, it's a nice wine. That's the taste notes. It's a nice wine. Anyway, we're not here for the wine, we're here for the venison. So we're gonna make a ragu, venison ragu, so basically substituting beef. Okay, we're going straight in, but we're not going so much tomato in this ragu. We're gonna go venison, a nice bit of mirepoix, which is like carrot, leek, celery, garlic, onion, some parsley, the venison, some chicken stock, good bit of this wine, some sherry vinegar, bit of sugar, bit of tomato paste, that's it, boom. We're gonna cook some pasta, away we go. So, you know, always bring 5 litres of oil with you, wherever you go. Good amount of oil. Remember, venison is a lean meat. Oh, we're a bit wonky here, so we're just going to be careful how we cook this off. So it's a lean meat, so nice amount of oil from the... Nice amount of olive oil. We're getting oil into the sauce. Lubrication. It's also going to help give us that heat that we need to give some colour to this. Okay, so key when you're cooking anything, season stuff, beginning, middle and end, okay? So you want to season all the way through, so don't just wait till the very end to season the mince. Get some seasoning in early. By seasoning beginning, middle and end, you can taste like what the development of the product. If you just season at the end, all you're doing is just chucking a load of salt and pepper over the top of a dish. You're not allowing it to like really get in amongst the flavors, okay? So obviously salt's a flavor enhancer. Whilst this is cooking, we'll get on with the mirepoix, carrot, onion, celery, leek, all cut in a nice, even size. Let's start with the onion. Oh, so nice, smooth straight through. Alfie, actually, would you mind just grabbing your water bottle? Because the bloody hands is probably going to put people off. Or should we just wash it in? And then just nice and fine, because it's going to cook down nice and slowly, nice and quickly. Yeah. You don't want to go like this. You know, it's like a kind of slice, you know. You want this to be nice and hot. It's probably not as hot as it needs to be, but you know, we're in the field, so we're just rolling with it. We'll get there eventually. Board nice and clean. 2 sticks of celery. So you can just squash the celery and then it smells so good, that the venison cooking away. This is the longest part of your cook time, by the way, so take good care. It's cutting the vegetables. Even though we're all about the venison, we've got to look after the vegetables too. The beautiful thing about cooking in this field is any sort of like offcuts of our veggies we can just sling on the floor. Birds will be very happy. Might even be feeding up the deer anyway. Can't just do that in the kitchen, can you? No, okay, leeks. So I'm going to stop the rain getting into my mince. If you want to, just chuck it all in the food processor, job's done. Couple of cloves of garlic. So right now we've got garlic puree, leek, carrot, celery, onion. Last thing I need to chop in this recipe is some parsley. Not too fussy, these stores fuck off. Can't even see them, grass. As thin as you can on the first go. You finally hear that, that is starting to sizzle. Basically all the heat's getting blown across. We're cooking on gas, but it ain't fucking quick. Okay, so what's happened is we've seared off the mince. Okay, now we're going to start cooking the vegetables, okay? More oil. Oh! I'm going to cook those down slowly, because that is the only way we can cook on this thing. Slowly. In the mirepoix, bit of salt. I went Malden because I'm bougie. Obviously we're fucking shooting, aren't we? Fucking bougie. Someone got upset with me for swearing the other day, and someone commented below going, you can always go and watch Jamie Oliver. Okay, so I've got the tasting notes from the wine. It's medium in body, it's not too rich. You don't want it overpowering. It's a medium body, Bordeaux, sandalwood. Lovely, sandalwood. I think it's more on the nose, and then pencil lead on the tongue. I mean, I've sucked a few pencils in my time, as in like in school, not like that in Patrick. So you want these vegetables to become really soft. Okay, so we've got some oil in there, butter, always good. Oil and butter, more fat, more flavour. Some say. Everyone's going to be like, how many times do you lick that spoon? Right, garlic in. It's a great smell, that, isn't it?
Can I look there? Or you...
Yeah. Murray, you can be in as well.
Oh, right. Oh, God, you cut them very small.
Yeah, super fine. Then we go to some tomato paste. Okay, so venison mince back in. Okay, with a touch of Cabernet Sauvignon vinegar. This is, obviously the game's quite rich, so let's just, it's not too much. Lift those notes. We're just going to cook off quickly. We're just giving depth and flavour. Vinegar helps work against the fat, against the richness of the game. Then also in with a good amount of this red wine. Okay, so now you've got to cook that wine off, and then we'll cover it with stock. Cook down for like 2-3 hours, and then we'll cook the pasta. So once the red wine's reduced by half, then add in the chicken stock, and then allow that to reduce down till it's a sauce consistency. So it'd be an hour and a half to anything from an hour and a half to 2.5 hours on a very low heat, or in an oven at 110 degrees with the lid on. Okay, so you just want looking to let the meat simmer slowly. It's like braising a piece of meat. You want you want that mince to be nice and soft. You want the sauce to be unctuous. I'm not going to put too much stock in there. So you see how it's quite loose now? We want that to cook right down. That's all. The flavour's all going to intensify. But you want to taste it at this stage as well. Tastes super good. Okay, so boiling water. Nice amount of pasta. I was fighting too, might as well as to just break the fucking spaghetti in half. Then we would have all the Italians up in arms. A lot of that. Liquid's cooked off. Okay, what you do at this stage with this ragu, because this is obviously the most important bit, you could put that on fucking toast. Nice bit of venison on toast. Bit of parmesan. She's on fire. So that ragu's done. I'm just going to take a little bit out. You can always add it back in. Don't want too much sauce to pasta ratio. Okay. Touch of the pasta water in there, the rest of it on the floor. Finish the pasta in the beef sauce, venison sauce. finish here. We're going to go in with bits of butter, a bit of parsley. But now, finish the pasta cooking in the sauce. What you do, as if we're serving family style. You know, a big pot of pasta in the middle of the table. Spoon of sauce on top of that. Crack of pepper. A little drop of oil. Parmesan. Parsley left over. Alright.
Fantastic.
So, that is your venison. Bit of pasta made into a ragu. So you could, what you'd normally make with beef, you can make with venison. Sustainability, providing fun for some people, necessary for farmers. You know, lovely rich parmesan. You know, you wouldn't know, kids wouldn't know the difference. Tastes delicious.
Really delicious. Well done.
Sauce is well seasoned. It's a win-win. Right, better go get deer now.